Hello again and welcome to Game 4 of this grand final series between LiquidHerO, the red Protoss spawning in the right position on Metropolis, and MVPDongRaeGu spawning on the bottom position. The series is now at 3-2 in HerO's favor, after DRG's 6-pool tactics, followed by heavy Mutalisk tech, won him the last game on Tal'Darim Altar. HerO's going to have to look here to stop the momentum on Metropolis, a very large macro map. We'll likely see some long-term play here, as HerO does indeed go down to place that front pylon. HerO, I think it's HerO. I may have said DRG. I don't really know. Anyway, HerO put down the pylon. That would make much sense if DRG did it. But they are close air positions, so this Overlord will scout HerO, and DRG will know where he is fairly early. But that production tab, we can get that later. What else to say about this map? It's kind of similar to Ohana in that these rocks kind of stop the quick travel between the second and the third base. But this distance isn't too long. It's not generally a huge issue on this map for Zergs. We'll have to see what he does. At least no 6-pool like we saw in Tal'Darim when placed in a rock-blocked situation. Much like cock blocking, rock blocking is frowned upon by men of all ages. And HerO is going pretty high in supply here, so I will be expecting a Nexus first, which will not be surprising on this large of a map. So that should be good. Pool coming out at a very regular time for DongRaeGu, for that 15-16 supply mark. Then he will look to move out and take a hatchery soon. HerO will look to block. Looks like DongRaeGu will be content to settle with this third hatchery position first before the natural. HerO looks like he is consider placing a pylon there, and then change his mind. He's going to build that Nexus first. He actually did go forwards before Nexus, not with Nexus first like I initially anticipated. It's not a huge difference. Did wait till 17 to put that down, so still has a good number of probes and stuff. What else? We'll likely be seeing the second hatchery come down soon from DRG. HerO maybe looking to block. I've been throwing down a pylon right about. Do it for me. Do it for me. It's not doing it for me. Anyway, Cannon and the Gateway are going down over here to start working on that wall. You'll likely see these lings are on the way, so you won't bother placing a pylon at this point. So you're still on a drone moving down. He's got to take that third pretty soon. Unless he intends to go for some sort of 2-base play with the second base over here. But we'll see what he does. HerO going heavy on the gas, taking the 2 in the main. Still does a number of times before. He's gone both with Robo and Stargate. We'll see what he does. There's that second hatch from DRG. Moving that queen down slowly to that third base. Not going to make it there before it finishes, but she'll make her way down over there eventually. Pardon me, it's itchy. Fix that. Let me take a sip of beer because it's delicious. Hogarden is the drink of the night. Delicious sweet beer from Belgium. I am not a paid sponsor of Hogarden. Alright, Cybernex core halfway done for HerO. Following my own silliness. So we're looking to do something with that. This Overlord needs to get out before his cannon. He just looks like he'll just chill out there for a while. You can kind of hang out there until a Stalker pops out. The Zelt runs right past those 2 Zerglings. And the Zerglings are like, wait a minute, you aren't our friend. What are you doing? Overlord's moving in all sorts of positions. He's going to go try and scout the gas with that Overlord, and he should be successful with that. Overlords can see everything in the main right now. Not a whole lot to see, but if something happens, they will see it. Third gas now coming down as well. See what he decides to do. With his close air positions, I would not be surprised to see Stargate. And, oh, yes. Yes. Well done. Well done, me. Right on time. Alright, so Stargate is coming up. We'll likely see a play similar to the game on Ohana, where those Phoenix and the Void Ray came into great use denying creep with the 2 units. Just doing all-around good things for HerO. Natural hatchery is done. Queen making. Gonna have 2, 3 queens on the map for now. Once this one finishes. Oh, 2 Stargates. Oh, make my dreams come true, HerO. Looks like we'll be seeing some sort of all-in with that. I don't see anything else that could happen. A lot of Void Rays, probably. That should surprise the crap out of DRG. Fourth gas coming down to facilitate that Stargate play. Does HerO has DRG seen either of these? I don't see his vision. No, he's seen neither of these, and he just has not seen the gas at the natural either. So he does not know what's coming. Do have one Void Ray making some Zerglings here, but I can get attacked by these Zealots. Let's see what the second gateway produces a Void Ray as well. A lot of gas stockpiling up. He might be only able to afford Phoenix. Let's see what he decides to make. Come on, son. Make that Void Ray. Keep making your Void Rays. Another Void Ray coming out here, and another Void Ray coming out here. This is going to be a big Void Ray attack. So one Void Ray's going to come out here and take out this Overlord. This is like a huge thing to see. A Void Ray is not like something that's too hard to deal with. If we don't see a Hydra Den down soon, it's going to be very hard to deal with for DRG, who during this time has been throwing down his Roach Warren, which will not help him. His Hatchery, which might help. +1 missile attacks might help if it makes a Hydra Den. But Zergling speed's not going to help. Zerglings aren't going to help. It's going to be a very... He's going to have a nasty surprise when he sees these Void Rays. 2 more done, and another 2 Phoenix coming out. And here, he's going to wait here for a couple Phoenix. He's going to go, and he's going to do a ton of damage with this. Are there any Spore Crawlers down quite yet? He knows the Void Ray is out on the map, so I would not be surprised to see some Spores, but I don't see any right now. The lair is now done. We'll see what his tech he decides to go for with this. Right now he's making Roaches, getting Roach speed. There are some Spores starting to come down, 1 in the main. He's going to need more than that, though. Right now he has how many Queens on the map? 4. He's making 1 more Queen, but that won't be enough with these lifts. Here comes the 2 Void Rays. The Phoenix will follow soon. There are currently 4 of them. 2 more Phoenix making. Some Gateways following up as well. +1 ground attack. A Void Ray over here as well. Now these 2 Void Rays come as a huge shock, and let's see how DRG reacts to this. Still, he hasn't made any specific reaction quite yet. I feel like he might actually be forced into making a Hydra Den. Gonna run away with those Void Rays, waiting for Phoenix to come in. Now we'll see what damage can be done. Going to lift on the Queen. And there's the Hydra Den. It's just, I mean, I know Zerg wants to make a Hydra Den, unless you're going for some sort of really specific build, but with this number of Void Rays and Phoenix, you have to do something about it. Focusing down the Spore, lifting the Queens, they cannot help us. The Spore is down, trying to make more to defend. These Queens are going to go down for sure. Oh, 1 Void Ray does go down, though. The Phoenix is still doing a great job lifting and taking out Queens, and what is his anti-air defense down to? Only 1 Queen left. There are a couple Spores trying to make, but they're just not doing the trick. These Void Rays doing a ton of damage. Zerg is up in supply, but he's supply blocked, making 4 Overlords at once, but until those are done, he can't even make any Hydras with that Hydra Den he made. Which will not help. Going for the drone lifts, doing some economic damage. Void Rays taking out drones, taking out Queens, going for Spore Crawlers, lifting the Phoenix to take that Queen down, hitting the Spore Crawlers. This is just a humongous amount of damage. Look at the resources tab. I want resources lost. 3,500 for Zerg, and next to none for Protoss, going very well for him. It's going to be very, very hard for you to come back from this. Can't even mine in his main right now. Has a substantial little... I can't call it substantial. I lied. I'm sorry. That's not a substantial army at all. There's a ton of Phoenix out in the field now. How many Phoenix is he up to? Catches a bunch of Overlords again. Once again, headless supply blocking up. The Hydras are now out in the field. Not enough lifts to deal with those right now. He's just going to run. But right now, the important thing is that Protoss making that 3rd base, and it has the probe lead. And making 2 robotics, he can make a 6 switch into Colossus. These Hydras are not very good against Colossus. You didn't know that. But the Hydralisk range on the way. Moving across the map, he's going to probably try and deal some damage. He knows he is behind. He is ahead in supply, but it's just, there's 3 cannons at the front. So many Phoenix, but they're not going to help him defend against these Roaches and Lings. But there are at least 3 cannons here and here. So that will do quite well. A little bit of Zealot Sentry Army. And here's the attack. These Hydras have pretty sick DPS. We'll take down those cannons really quick. Here comes the force field. Oh, grabbing a big group of Roaches, and those are getting massacred by the Zealots. But this Hydra DPS is going to deal with a lot of those units. But here come the lifts, and these lift so many Phoenix. These Phoenix are light, and therefore take extra damage from the Hydras are light to take extra damage from the Phoenix, and the Phoenix just clean it up. Like, bunch of Hydras very good against Phoenix, and roughly equivalent amount of Hydras not very good against Phoenix. That lift is just very strong. And this is evident in the supply lead now for Protoss. Right now, DRG is back to making drones in the Infestation Pit as well to deal with those Phoenix. But now we're seeing double Immortal production from HerO, and he does not lose the third Nexus or anything useful at that natural, and HerO's supply continues to grow. Let's look at the economy right now. Still in favor of DRG. Gassing comes slightly in favor of HerO, which is good for him, and he's not that far behind the minerals, but that's pretty close to become battle. And there's the GG, actually. DRG realizes how far behind he is, and his aggression does nothing on the counter. And HerO takes the championship at this Fight Club event. Well done. It's a small player field, but a very, very star-studded player field, and the Liquid Protoss comes out on top, taking the grand finals 4-2, taking 2-2 in the actual series after he came with a 2-0 advantage. But he earned that by not dropping any series in the winner's bracket. So very, very well done by HerO to claim this event. This last game, the unorthodox play from HerO, the double Stargate play off of 2 bases, 3 Void Rays, and just a bunch of Phoenix doing huge, huge damage. A bunch of money put into Queens, which all died. A bunch of Spore Crawlers. Look at this main, there are 3 Spore Crawlers here. And then definitely a bunch more died as well. Got a huge worker advantage with that harass. Got the 3 bases behind it. DRG's counter unable to do anything. The Hydra is killed by the Phoenix. Some good force fields to catch the roaches as well, and that is your game. Congrats to HerO for taking this championship. And if you watched all these games, thank you for watching. These are my first casts that I've put up on the YouTubes. I'll be looking forward to doing more in the future. I don't know how soon they'll come out, but I am definitely interested in getting some more on the internet. And I may even start streaming casts. I am not really confident about that yet. I do need to get some sort of a following first. So, because I don't really want to stream to about 2 people. But I might stream the cast I record to YouTube. Anyway, I mean, why not? And I can just use those Twitch VODs and put some local recordings up on YouTube after I have done casting them on the stream. So you guys can see how many times I blunder my intros. I've had to redo a bunch of those. But I guess that's it from me, and I'm signing off. Thanks for watching, guys. Come back soon.